The NFL season kicked off last night with a doozy as the Chiefs hold off the Ravens 27-20 to start their shot at a three-peat. This weekend, you can watch the Cowboys, or you can listen to them right here on San Antonio Sports Star, your South Texas home with the Dallas Cowboys. It starts at 2:30 with the pregame, while the Houston Texans will be taking on the Colts in Indy at noon.
This is Extra Innings with Pledger.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history. A walk-off home run.
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
What's up, Danger? Can't stop me now.
Oh, good morning, good evening, and welcoming into Extra Innings with Pledge here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Appreciate you all for joining, however you may be joining, whether that's on 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com, or if you are watching via our YouTube channel. If not, go ahead and go there. Search SA Sports Star on YouTube. Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow along with the show. Big show today. I've got a couple of giveaways for some Green Bay Day tickets when they come Tuesday, September the 10th, to the Germania Insurance Amphitheater up there in Austin. And if you want your chance to win, keep it locked in. I'm giving a pair away to a caller. And I'm also going to do something for those of y'all on YouTube that are watching. And we're also going to have a question that I'll ask the bullpen coming up here on our YouTube chat to try and get my other winner. So stay tuned for all of that. Plus, also, go sign up for our golf tournament. I signed up for an early morning tee time out at the Golf Club of Texas this coming Sunday because I want to get around in, get done before noon, get into the Tin Cup Bar. They've got the NFL Sunday ticket, all the games. It's going to be awesome. So I am set up for this weekend to golf and watch football all day long as part of my NFL Sunday kickoff plan this week. So it is going to be epic this weekend. I can't wait. And like Kevin Harlan said, if last night's game was any indication, we're in for one hell of an NFL season, including a game tonight between the Eagles and Packers coming up here shortly as well over there in Brazil. And we'll talk a little bit more about that opening kickoff game and the toe that kind of cost the Ravens a chance in that game. But speaking of golf, sign up for our golf tournament. We are almost sold out. You better get in there because when we get sold out, we're sold out. I can't get you in. Jason can't get you in. Nick and Promotions can't get you in. There's only so many people that can get in. Foursome's only $400 or it's $120 per person. It is September the 30th here coming up at the end of the month at Olympia Hills Golf Club, the newly renovated Olympia Hills Golf Club. There'll be hole-in-one shots for $50,000 and a Mercedes-Benz while we're out there. The Fall Golf Classic benefits the San Antonio Sports, is presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla. It's also sponsored in part by Jim Beam and Flight by Yingling. Go sign up now at sasportstar.com. Look, it is football season. We are here. We've made it through everything. And just like every football season on a Friday, good old Mike McCarthy joined the morning huddle this morning as they get prepared to kick off the NFL season.
And I've heard a bit about the watchword. You're rooted in all of the things that go along with it. How much of this week, obviously you knew who you were playing, for months, is about process of just becoming a team and all the things that are about being a team and being on time and doing the things, going on the road and showing up and doing all that? And how much of it is actual game prep? I know you're probably doing a lot for tomorrow, but how much was already in place 2 weeks ago?
I think that's an excellent question. I mean, because that's really what week one does to you. And that's why it always feels like forever, because you're really trying to really get the details of your process in order. This is the first time that the team has been on an in-season schedule, and just older prior years in training camp, you've been able to get your football team on an in-season type schedule, probably for 2 or 3 weeks. That's just not the case right now, just because of the way things operate. So definitely process and flow, I think, is critical to a long season, and that's where we're getting ready to go. So, but the nice thing is the schematic part of it is, we've been working on these guys, all summer from a coaching standpoint. We got a good plan. Frankly, the biggest challenge for us as coaches, I know me particularly, just putting together the first calls that I'll present today to the offenses. Boy, you got so much great stuff. It's really cutting it down and keeping it about the quality, not the quantity. And it's something that, just through experience, you go through every year. You got to keep the volume down because you come out of training camp feeling so good about the things you've been working on.
It's one of those things, Coach, where it feels like no matter what, the world will throw a curveball at you. When you're replacing a Hall of Fame worthy, Hall of Fame caliber left tackle with a rookie, your first game of the year, he's going to be standing across from Myles Garrett, maybe one of the best 2 or 3 pass rushers in the world. Is that how much of a concern is how your rookies on the offensive line are going to hold up in week 1?
Well, welcome to the National Football League. I mean, you talk about what a great way to step into it. In the long term of this will be phenomenal for Tyler, to be able to go up against, probably the best defensive player in football right now. So what a great experience for him. But, at the end of the day, we're competing to win a game. So we got to do the things that we need to do to get that done, whether it's helping them or, just the biggest thing is you got to locate Myles, because they move him, he doesn't just line up and play on our left side the whole time. So just knowing where he is going to be important.
Sticking with the defense, Jim Schwartz calling plays on the other side. We know him from Philly. What do you expect what is he bringing, and what is he going to do anything different? Because he's kind of been a pretty consistent dude.
Yeah, he's a good coordinator. I think he does a really nice job of, he's game plan specific for you each and every week. So he'll have a plan. There won't be a lot of calls, but they do a really good job of, anchoring in on a limited number of calls, but really challenging your concepts and trying to take away what you do best. So looking forward to the competition.
Our guest is brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. Head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, is with us. Coach, you're in a unique situation. There's all the talk this offseason about CD's contract and Dak's contract and how's this going to – all these distractions. There hasn't been a lot of talk about Mike McCarthy's contract, and you're in a unique situation as a guy who has a Super Bowl ring and is accomplished a lot in this league. Rarely are guys of your caliber kind of operating without a safety net going in next year. Is this a unique situation to you? Like, does it change the way you approach the game or change the way you coach at all?
I can't let it change because that's not who I am, and that's not why I'm here. So I'm here for a reason. I've earned my stripes in this league, and I never get too far away from it. I think the biggest thing for me is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, to stand up in front of a group of men and demand focus and, diligence and consistency each and every day. I have to bring that, I got to bring that every day myself. So yeah, and that's really where it goes with me. We all have contracts, and sometimes it goes this way. So I've been on both sides of it, and at the end of the day, especially now, I mean, the season's here. I mean, these are conversations that are really for the off season, and I think we all wish that these things would be resolved in that time of year, because no one wants to be dealing with anything outside of football, because it's demanding. You want to think about ball all day long, and let's not forget we have families. So that's really where my feet and my mindset is.
Be where your feet are. He is head coach of your Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy is sitting here with us for the regular all season long. He'll be with us every morning, 6:45. Now, you don't got a contract. You got nothing to lose. Is a 70-yard field goal in the offing soon? Will we see that this year?
Depends on the win this week.
Coach, CeeDee Lamb obviously missed most of training camp. you know, 1 to 100, where is CD Lamb compared to where he was at the beginning of last season? And is it going to be a ramp up process to get CD into prime CD game shape?
Well, he looks great. You know, I think the biggest thing is, you know, he's bigger and stronger. You know, that's been impressive. But he's just getting, you know, just working on the little things, which you always do when you come back. But he's had a good day's work every day. You know, we have a schedule set up for, you know, and we have reps that we, you know, that are lined up for every player. So this is not out of the norm, but just his volume of work and what he's been asked to do every day, he has hit the mark. So we'll continue to do that today and tomorrow, and then he'll be ready to go Sunday, and we'll see how it goes.
Coach, when you look at, and I'm not gonna name names, but you look around the league at some of these guys who are dealing with contract issues in this offseason, and you look at the way Dak's handled his. I mean, does it make you appreciate a guy like Dak that has not been a squeaky wheel, really? He's kind of just gone out and continued to work and said, hey, when it's going to happen, it happens. How rare is that in your time in the league to see a player of his caliber just kind of say, well, I'll just go with the flow, when you see so many guys around the league who are, you know, pitching fits and demanding trades and things like that?
No, it's an excellent point. I think he's handled it amazing. Just the way he shows up here every day, and just he's a grinder. He works. He's so genuine. Yeah, I just love working with him. Love our relationship, and more importantly, just have so much respect for who he is and what he brings to this organization.
Hey, Coach, as you start the season off, does the team feel different or young or new? What's the feel of your team so far?
all
of it. I mean, does it feel young? Because you got some guys that are on islands, but they don't play young. But do you feel young?
I'll tell you what, this rookie group, and we talked about it a little bit at training camp, is God, I've just been so impressed with them since the rookie orientation. Made a huge first impression, very mature. And I know the veterans have spoken, openly and glowingly, just the way they've come in here and, worked their tails off and, they've done everything that's been asked of them. So they're checking all the boxes, but now it's time to go play. And hey, they all go through it. There's a first for everybody in this business, whether you're calling plays or lining up left tackle or playing center. And so I'm excited to see these guys just get out there and compete because, they've done all the work and leading up to this. And hey, it's going to be a hell of a journey. And it's kind of cool that we have to go on the road this first week because this will be a great introduction for them to the National Football League.
Remember, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy joins the morning huddle at 6:45 and 9 every single Friday during the football season. He is brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds as they get set to kick things off against the Browns on Sunday, a game which you can catch right here. But we got to go to break first. But before we do, I want to give away our first chance to win a couple of tickets to go see Green Day September 10th out at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater up in Austin. Tickets available at livenation.com if you don't win them. But your first chance, I said I'm going to give them away a multitude of ways. My first one's going to the bullpen. If you're watching on YouTube, hurry up, get there now, because this is going to be your chance to win tickets to go see Green Day at SA Sports Star on YouTube. First one in the bullpen that can answer me, what was the name of Green Day's first hit album that had classics like Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, Longview, and When I Come Around? First person in the bullpen to name me what the name of that Green Day album was. You're going to see Green Day September 10th out at Germania Insurance Amphitheater. Get your tickets at livenation.com. The NFL season kicked off, and boy, we were treated with a doozy last night. We'll talk about it next with the Blitz coming up here on Extra Innings with Pledge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Football season is here, and I-10 Ice House has your favorite matchup on massive 10-foot screens and daily happy hour specials that'll keep your spirits high and your wallet happy. The best seats are at I-10 Ice House on 9518 Console Drive.
It's time to huddle up and listen close. For 2024, we pay tribute to a true game changer in the world of snacks, the unrivaled, the unbeatable, the pork rind. Yes, it's crunch time, and we're not just talking about the last few nail-biting minutes of the game. We're talking about a snack so audaciously crunchy, it puts those pretentious chips and pretzels to shame. So here's to you, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds, for being more than just a crunch. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. It's crunch time. Find your rind at H-E-B.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers.
When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
And welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hello?
Hey, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. Did you know we've got you fully covered?
I've taken up beekeeping. I'm always covered.
I'm talking the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage at up to half the cost.
Same honey, half the work?
Exactly.
Sweet.
Just call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-714-8422. 800-714-8422. 800-714-8422.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Going out in a rinse change.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Want to keep your gas-powered engines running like new? Stable's proprietary formulas are proven by third-party testing to outperform the competition in keeping fuel fresh, preventing corrosion, and cleaning the entire fuel system. With Stable, you can have confidence you are doing the right thing for your engine's long-term health. Just pour into your gas can or fuel tank, then top off with fresh fuel. At every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Available where fuel additives are sold.
Football season is here. Look no further than the I-10 Ice House, your neighborhood sports headquarters with over a decade of excellence. Catch every college or NFL game plus must-see pay-per-view events on massive 10-foot screens. And don't forget, I-10 Ice House has daily happy hour specials that'll keep your spirits high and your wallet happy. The best seats are at I-10 Ice House, located at 9518 Console Drive, proudly serving our community for over 10 years. I-10 Ice House.
It's Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pledger here on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. I am James Pledger. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, at I am Pledger. Follow the station at SA Sports Star. And of course, watch the show on our YouTube channel at SA Sports Star as well. You can comment along. Congratulations to Raul Ruiz. First one in on the bullpen. Knew the answer to the trivia question. Green Day's not first album, first hit album that included hits like Welcome to Paradise, Longview, When I Come Around, and Basket Case. It was Dookie. That's right. Got one more chance to win coming up before the end of the show. But the NFL season kicked off, and we kicked off with a banger, my man. And the Blitz, they were enthralled.
And then Likely's toe. And if you remember Des Bryant, against the Giants, I think it was the Giants fell and his hand was out of bounds. I mean, it happens.
It happens.
It happens.
And, look, it was they called it a touchdown at first, then reviewed it, and then overturned it, and it was the right call. The toe was out of bounds. It was the right call. So I don't know, because it was the right call.
It was, but Lamar still thinks it was a touchdown.
Well, I wouldn't say it's touchdown.
You said it, James. I thought it was a touchdown. I still think it's a touchdown.
Well, you're wrong, my friend. It wasn't and look, I get it. If you're in the heat of the battle like he was, and you think there, and you're going to go for two and try to get the win, whatever it is, and you're feeling good. But even you, when you look at the replay, have got to say, well, dude, it was the right call.
It was the right call, quite honestly. And we were watching without sound. It looked like initially you would call that a touchdown, and then first replay, no. And you didn't need multiple replays. You didn't need multiple angles. You could just tell. It sucks. But
it does.
It's kind of like the Memorial Day miracle with Sean Elliott. Foot placement is everything.
Everything.
Kevin Durant with a toe over the line at one point. It happens in sports. This is what it sounded like last night with the great Kevin Harlan here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Shotgun snap. He moves up in the pocket. Right tackle block. He runs around in a circle. Catches on, throws in the end zone. It's caught in the back of the end zone with the feet down. Likely got it. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Baltimore! Likely back in the end zone, and a leap holds it down.
The ruling on the field was a touchdown. The ruling of touchdown.
He caught it with his feet in. Oh, one was, and the toe of the other looks like it's on the chalk.
The runner's toe hit out of bounds. It's an incomplete pass. The game is over. Kansas City has won.
The Chiefs have won the game 27-20, and they hold on, and they win in a dramatic way. Jackson had taken his team downfield, and they literally were less than an inch from making it a one-point game. And if this game is any indicator, this is going to be one great NFL season.
Yes, it is, Mr. Harlan.
The great Kevin Harlan. That guy is fantastic. Look, I was very happy because I had the Chiefs -3. All right, so I actually kicked off the football season just right at betus.com, and I won some money last night, so I'm very happy about that. But I was a little bit nervous, I'll be honest with you, because when I first saw that play, I thought, oh, man, that's a touchdown. It looked like a touchdown.
Well, it looked like a touchdown. The refs called it a touchdown, and as a broadcaster, you are going with the ref signal, especially, like where we are here at Alamo Heights, where we've got Alamo Heights and Churchill tonight at the – what do we call this place? The Mule Dome is where you enter. It's Orem Stadium and Trailer Azar Field. They got it all here. But, if I'm looking down there from this vantage point, I'll see. That's a catch. Is he in? I'm going with what the ref says.
And you're going to hear a lot of Jason Minix coming up here in a little bit as we got high school football coming up. But I've got one more pair of tickets to go see Green Day and their upcoming tour, the Saviors Tour, September 10th at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater. Caller number 15. Call in right now. Those are your tickets. 656 ESPN, 656-3776. Coming up next, Jason Minix and Nick Solis and John Robbins with Alamo Heights and Churchill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
San Antonio's Sports Star.
Football season is here, and I-10 Ice House has your favorite matchup on massive 10-foot screens and daily happy hour specials that'll keep your spirits high and your wallet happy. The best seats are at I-10 Ice House on 9518 Console Drive.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. And look at you, hands perfectly placed on the wheel. Not like the driver to the right of you who's really going after that drum solo. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Lowe's knows to start fall